I was extremely burnt out. I was working night shifts, and physically, emotionally, mentally, I was tapped out. I would be getting ready for work to go into for a night shift and putting my makeup on in the mirror, and I was just bawling and crying because I was just so tired and I was just dreading going in for the night. That was the turning point. That was when I knew that something had to change. I quit. For my skill set, for my work ethic, for everything that I did in healthcare. I was sadly underpaid. I was living paycheck to paycheck. I would have like $200 left over after every paycheck to last for like groceries and gas, and it was just I was adding to the burnout. But quitting didn't happen overnight for me. This was a process that took about 6 months. What I attribute my reinvention to, there's a big mindset component that goes along with it too. Believing in yourself, working through imposter syndrome, especially around money. I grew up in a very not wealthy family. We lived off of, food stamps and government assistance. We didn't have much growing up. And so I had to work through a lot of my money mindset limiting beliefs around, me being able to earn 6 figures, which I did within 2 months of leaving my healthcare job. That was a full year salary for me that I made in 1 month. What was the turning point for me was self-development. I took it upon myself. I had to do a lot of soul searching at this point in my life, because I knew that, this career in the healthcare field, this was my forever career. It was what I went to school for. I didn't know anything else. I didn't have any other skill sets. This was the thing. When I started working on self-improvement, a friend gave me a book called Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. If you haven't read it, I definitely suggest at least listening to the audiobook or summary. And this really taught me that my thoughts become reality. The quality of my life, or the lack of quality in my life, is a direct reflection of my thoughts and my emotions. I studied personal growth and self-development around the clock, like literally. Even when I was working, I had like headphones in my ears and I was listening to mentors and personal growth and self-development. That was one of the first and biggest lessons for me, was deciding to invest in my own personal growth. I reframed my mindset, I reframed my life and what I knew that I was worthy of and deserved, and got strategic with where I was going, developed clarity in what I actually want and who I am and how I want to show up in the world. That was the first step for me, was investing in my own personal growth, time-wise as well as financially. Really saw myself outside of healthcare and really started to envision. A lot of work was visualization. I really started to put words around and visualize what I wanted my future to look like. But then it was Thanksgiving Day, and I had worked a night shift, and I woke up, at like 1 or 2 p.m., which was standard for me. I took my laptop up to a local cafe in Phoenix where I lived at the time, and this was when I was in personal growth, and I was looking into like business ideas and what I can do online to like make money and income sources. And I was like, I'm just gonna have myself a dinner at this cafe and get some work done online. The gentleman that was serving me, he approached me, what are you working on? And I told him a little bit about it, and he says, oh, that's interesting, I'm doing something similar. This gentleman ended up becoming my mentor, and he ended up suggesting to me exactly what I'm doing now, in kind of like the initial steps of where I started with resume writing. Then I evolved that into coaching women and empowering women in all the ways. But had it not been for me meeting him on Thanksgiving at this cafe, I would not be where I'm at today. I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing today to help women. Because I decided to go all in on my personal growth and my self-development, I opened my mind and my life to personal growth. Then the universe basically gave me this mentor. And then from there, I invested even more, my time, I invested money, I hired coaches, I invested in going to these network events with my mentors. I realized that, and even when I first started my business and started doing resume writing and career coaching, I had to invest money in order to make money. So I realized very early on, the saying that I used over and over again was, you have to crack an egg to make an egg. And what got you here won't get you there. So if you want to invest in getting to that next level, you have to crack an egg to make an egg. So for me, it was investing my time, investing my energy and money. I didn't have a lot of it. Like I said, I had $200 left over after every paycheck, and that was barely enough to hold me over for groceries. And I was struggling, but I gave whatever I could to investing in myself personally, professionally, with coaches, with mentors. And that changed everything for me. That fast-tracked everything for me. It gave me the ideas, the opportunities, the people, the things. I wouldn't be where I'm at now today had I not decided to invest in myself. And so you're gonna stay where you're at until you decide, yes, I'm ready to invest in myself. So that was just really a big takeaway for me. And so if you're watching this right now and any of this resonates with you, I didn't have thousands of dollars to invest. I had very little. And I even did payment plan options with like coaches and stuff at the time. If you're in that situation right now, I know it can feel like you're stuck. It can feel like you're in a rut, like you're never going to get out, but you can and you will. But you're going to have to, first of all, decide to go all in on you. Once you commit to your own personal growth and to doing the mindset work with yourself, visualizing that future, setting clear goals. If this isn't what you want, then what do you want, right? And then going all in and investing on yourself, investing in professional help and experts, investing in a community. I had people around me that were at the next level that I aspire to be at. I surrounded myself with smarter, more successful people, and therefore I became the accumulation of my environment. I adapted to my environment. So when you surround yourself with other women who are where you want to be, you will adapt to that level. You will get to that level faster and not have to waste time or make mistakes. And this is why I created a community for women who are navigating career and life transitions, who are ready to reinvent themselves professionally with their careers, do work that they love, find passion for their work again, have work-life balance, schedule flexibility, unlimited earning potential, all the things, right? I've been through it personally, and I've helped more than 500 women at this point. I was broke at one point, and I couldn't afford thousands of dollars for help. I had to get on payment plan options, and they saved my life. And it's what helped get me to that next level. So I want to pay it forward in any way that I can with the community that I've created, with the support options, with the payment plans. And it's like, I tell everybody, like, there's no reason that you can't get support. There's no reason that you should stay stuck and that you shouldn't be able to get the type of guidance and support that you need. The only thing that's stopping you and standing in your way is you. That's it. I was in debt. I didn't have much money. I didn't have much time. I was tired. I was burnt out, but I made it work and I made it happen because I was determined and I was tired. I couldn't keep doing what I was doing. You have so much untapped potential. I promise you do. So much untapped potential. You're downplaying your skills. You're downplaying your potential. You're underselling yourself, lacking clarity, lacking confidence, not having a real strategy to get you to a better level in your career with your earning potential, all the things, right? If you're new to my world, be sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you get new content updates from me. I talk all things women's empowerment, career empowerment, financial empowerment, personal empowerment to help women like you up level, right? I want to uplift you. I want to empower you because I had that support along the way when I was going through such a very challenging time in my life. And I thank God and I thank everybody that I had in my life at the time. And I just want to pay it forward in any way possible. So I look forward to seeing you ladies in my next video. And remember, you have so much potential and I believe in you. Bye.